Brown has been both the youngest and oldest governor of California. After serving from 1975 to 1983, he was re-elected in 2010, also making him the state's longest-serving leader. Brown became a force in the fight against climate change, and since leaving office in January, he says he still plans to battle the issue. So, Governor Brown, nice to have you.
Well, really nice to be here.
Nice to see you. You know, many years ago, I think it's 25 years ago, we ran around Lake Merritt, like jogged, you and I.
Yeah, we
when
did.
I was a reporter
that.
in Oakland, and you were a fast runner, and I was not. It's a very short run for me, at least. You were the youngest governor of the state, elected at age 36 in the 1970s, and also you left the oldest governor in the state. People sometimes refer to those different eras as Jerry 1.0 and Jerry 2.0. What did Jerry 2.0 know that Jerry 1.0 didn't know?
Well, here's the key point. If you live long enough and you're making decisions, you can see a decision 5, 10, 20, 30 years later. So it gives you a sense what works and what doesn't. So I had a more sure sense both of seeing problems, finding solutions, and picking people, not only picking people to work with me, but also knowing how to treat people, how to get along with people. So
just by virtue of it being many, many years that you see.
Well, I can tell you, the 16th year as governor, I knew a hell of a lot more than the first year. It's just a fact.
You've been out of office since January.
Yes.
What do you do with your free time?
Well, it's all free time, supposedly. Well, I have a ranch. I've built a home off the grid, and we're planting corn and tomatoes and cucumbers, and I have an olive orchard. We're getting ready for our third harvest of olives to make olive oil. It's called Mountain House Olive Oil. So I'm doing a lot, and I'm also working on with the Nuclear Threat Initiative and the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists to try to get Russia and the United States to reduce their nuclear arms and forge some intelligent agreements. And I'm working on climate change with China and the University of California. So between climate change and nuclear,
and your tomatoes and
my
your
tomatoes
olives.
and my corn, my olive oil. That's a full. Actually, it's busier than being governor.
Do you think a progressive stance on climate change impacted the economy in California in a big way?
In a positive way. Well, we have renewable energy, renewable solar and wind and other renewable sources of electricity power over 30% of our homes and our businesses. It'll go to 60% in 10 years. So we have to, it's helped California, but whatever the impact on other states, we've got to deal with climate change or the rising temperature, the increasing disruptive storms, the fires, the infectious diseases will be far more costly, both in human suffering and just in plain old ordinary business failure.
California today has a much bigger surplus, is doing far better than we were doing in the 90s.
The flip side of our economic growth is the unaffordable housing. There's so much money circulating around and so many different ways of getting a mortgage that people bid up the price of housing, so it's off the charts. Now, having said that, we've funded our schools, so we direct more funding to lower income schools, and I would say the high-speed rail, that will happen. It may take a couple of years. We may have a few more bumps in the road. But when people wake up to the fact that America is going down a path of being a second-rate country that can't build renewable energy facilities, high-speed rail, that we have to clog our freeways with gas guzzlers, people, I think, will wake up, and California's effort at trying to build this thing for the last 40 years will be fulfilled.
Do you miss politics? Are there days on your farm that you're like, you know what, I'd like to put a suit on and go into Sacramento and have some meetings and
I didn't want to put
stuff.
this suit on. I did it for you. And
we appreciate it. You don't miss it, not 1 minute.
No, but we are facing existential threats. The danger of nuclear blunder, accident, catastrophic. The same thing's happening with climate change. We've got to stop the global warming, or else it's going to be the end of civilization as we know it. The big threats are bigger than ever. Their probability is not by any means zero, so it's real. Now, are we going to get through it? I think it's a hell of a challenge. It's very exciting, and I'm working on various aspects of it. So I get up every morning with a lot of energy. Let's get at it.
Governor Jerry Brown, it's nice to see you.
Okay,
Thanks
nice
for
to see
talking with
you.
us. You bet.